Welcome to Author Skill Set Wednesday with a quote from Robert Cormier, who said, "The beautiful part about writing is that you don't have to get it right the first time, unlike, say, a brain surgeon." I laughed my butt off when the first time I came across this quote. I just had to share it because it's just that awesome. If this is your first time here, hello, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Christopher D'Armani. It is my pleasure, it is my passion, it is my honor to empower nonfiction authors, authors just like you, so you can turn your dream of writing a book into your published reality. Because when you turn this dream of writing your book into your reality, your life changes in ways you can't even imagine today. I can say that from experience. The first time I wrote and published a book, I had no idea what would happen. Incredible things happened that I never even, in my wildest imagination, I never would have dreamed some of the things that happened for me. So I guarantee that'll be the same for you. I don't know how that'll look in your life, but something amazing will go on. Or many somethings will go on. It'll be truly incredible. But we need to set aside that need for perfectionism first. That desire to make every sentence perfect is the thing that kills your writing dream. Because nobody can be perfect. I don't care if you're Hemingway, if you're whoever. Hemingway used to say, like, what took you, I remember he was asked, what took you so long to get the ending? What took you so long to write the ending? He's like, very simply, and this is just awesome, getting the words right. Getting the words right. That's what took so long. It's true. It truly is. So that's what we want to explore today, is getting rid of that need for perfectionism and simply being free to do what we know we need to do, the thing that we know we were born for. So here's the beautiful part about writing. The odds are that no matter what you write today, odds are really good no one's going to die as a result. Really good. Yes, in a emotional sense, in a metaphysical sense, if you will, yes, your reader's life is in your hands. And that's a duty, a sacred trust that we must honor. But your job, of course, is to save that life, not destroy it. So, of course, you're going to do everything you can to make sure that your words impact that individual in the way that he or she needs to hear the message they might have heard 1,000 times before, but it never sunk in because they didn't hear it in the way only you can say it. So say it. Thankfully, again, speaking from experience, the writing life is an extraordinarily forgiving life. I can screw up the page 800 different ways, but there's always the opportunity to fix it. Always the opportunity to fix it. It's also an amazingly freeing life as a result of that, because when I know that whatever comes out on that page can be fixed, can be made better, can be improved, there's no more pressure. It means I can write those first drafts really fast and they can be, quote, crappy. And it doesn't matter. What mattered was getting those words out of my head onto the page. Because once they're there and they're staring back at me, then I can fix them. Then I can make them better. Then I can change them and word them perfectly, to abuse that same thing. So I say all that to say, embrace courage as you're writing today. Take chances with your writing today. Emotional chances, intellectual chances, being vulnerable. Take those chances and you will discover that some really amazing things will come out of your heart and land on that page in front of you. Perhaps things you never even thought you were going to write. So risk being emotionally vulnerable on the page today. Think back to whatever some trauma is that really messed you up. Think back to that and allow yourself to feel all that, and then write out those feelings and your responses to it, and just to see, give you that vulnerability to just put that out there into the world for yourself, if nobody else. Share from your heart. Write whatever comes to mind without censoring yourself. Just let the words flow onto the page. Keep your infernal editor at bay, because he will try and stop you. I guarantee that. Because he wants to keep you trapped, and he wants to keep you safe, if you will, from yourself. He wants to keep you from ever exploring the things that will actually uncover your true greatness as an author. Don't let him. Don't let him. Risk expressing your deepest pain on the page today, whatever it is. You'll feel a lot of emotions when you're done, but you'll also feel something else that maybe you didn't expect. You'll feel grateful. You'll feel compassion for your own self. You'll feel forgiveness for yourself. But my bet is that gratitude that you finally had the courage to put this stuff out onto the page so it could stare back at you, and you can see how truly insignificant it really is in the grand scheme of your life. Perhaps it was the thing that, through coping with that terrible situation, is the thing that gave you the skills that allow you to excel in your life today. That's what happened for me. The stuff that I had to survive as a kid are those skills are the very things that allowed me to excel in other areas of my life. Really a mind-blowing revelation when that came to me, I tell you. So risk sharing your deepest, darkest secret on the page too. Do that. Once it's staring back at you, guess what? It's going to hold far less power over your life. It will become, instead of this massive mountain that's literally crushing your soul, it'll be this, soccer ball, like, well, I can just kick that aside. I don't need that. That doesn't serve me. And through all of this, remember the most important, the most beautiful part of it all. No matter how vulnerable you are on that page, how much you pour your soul out onto that page, nobody else will ever see it. You can literally light the pages on fire. Have a bonfire with them so that you can physically destroy the words on your page, but also psychologically, emotionally, destroy that negativity from your own life. That's really powerful stuff. Nobody will ever have to see it. You can burn the pages when you're done, and I can guarantee you the brain surgeon prays for this kind of freedom, because for them, every microscopic moment could destroy someone else's life. They have to be perfect. That's a big challenge. This is certainly not a task I would want to undertake. Digging around in someone else's brain, that's terrifying stuff. The worst fate we can suffer is a bad review. We can survive a bad review. Unpleasant, sure. Life-threatening, I don't think so. Because whoever wrote that review either was having a bad day, simply hates you for whatever reason, or simply was trying to serve you in a way, but did it really poorly. One of the worst reviews I ever got was the thing that allowed me to transform the book that I initially wrote into something that went on to be a bestseller. Couldn't have done it without that harsh, negative review. It was there to serve me. I just simply needed to be open enough to accept that. I'm asking for you to be open enough to accept those things in your life as well. Be vulnerable. Take those chances on that page today. Because the freedom on the other side of those, it's incalculable. It truly is. To paraphrase Ecclesiastes 3:7, and I love this, there is a time to write and a time to research. There's a time to rewrite and a time to publish. Embrace every single one of them. Embrace every single one of them. And if you're looking for a little assistance to get started, if you need some help to dig down deep to find out, what is it that I want to write? Why am I so terrified of writing it? All those kind of stuff. Then I highly encourage you to go to authorcoach.click/dreams. Find a time that works for you. We'll get together for a half hour, 45 minutes, and we'll explore all of that stuff so that we can figure out together what your next step is that will get you on that road to get you launched onto Publication Highway. Right now, you're probably sitting 10 miles back from the starting gate, and you want to get this done, and yet something's holding you back. I would love to help you dig down and figure out what that is, so we can clear that away so you can figure out, well, what is the next step I need to do? Doesn't need to be working with me. You can do it yourself. You can work with someone else. My only goal for this call is to give you the clarity of knowing what that next step is and why it's so important. I love doing this because I love watching that light go on in your eyes, and I love watching you kick open the doors of possibility for your own life. That's what this is all about. Just making sure that you get down the road doing the thing you know you were born for. That's it. So with that, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and set aside that thoughts of perfection. Never going to happen. Embrace the fact that you are powerful. In this moment, you're free to write anything that you choose to write. And then simply go do it. Burn the pages when you're done if you need to. Try that. See what happens. Reach out if you want to connect over that. And either way, I will see you again tomorrow at 3 o'clock, where we will explore some other avenue of the writing life in a way that hopefully will serve you. See you again tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Bye for now.